Next up at UFC Vegas 37, we have Erin Blanchfield versus Sarah Alpar. Erin Blanchfield, 6-1 in her very young career. 3 fights in a row she has won. She's only lost 1 fight, which is her only loss in her last 5. Sarah Alpar, 9-5 overall, and she has sandwich losses between 3 wins, and she is coming off of a TKO to Jessica Rose Clark. Erin Blanchfield is a nasty grappler, a very nasty grappler. And I've seen some people compare her to Mackenzie Dern. Honestly, that's absurd. Mackenzie Dern is next level. They compare them because they're both young and they both are, sort of phenoms at that age. Erin Blanchfield is like 21 or 22, something stupid. And I've seen those comparisons, but if you heard somebody make that comparison, she's not Mackenzie Dern. She is a nasty grappler, but she's not like, if you get on the ground, you're basically screwed type grappler. She's very, very good. She has solid striking, but that is obviously not her path to victory. Using her wrestling to get on top and to work her grappling from there, that is absolutely 100% her path to victory. Sarah Alpar is a primary wrestler, a pretty good wrestler, actually, a primary wrestler with decent striking. She knows exactly what her skill set is. And if you watch any tape on her, you know that because she just immediately starts wrestling. Zero hesitation whatsoever. No pretending she's going to strike. Just immediately starts shooting and wrestling, which honestly, I appreciate. She knows what she is, and she tries to play to her strengths. She's the bigger fighter here, but unfortunately, she has no control. So she has those great takedowns. She is bigger in this fight, but she gets a little sloppy and loose and gives up positions, loses scrambles. So I don't know how her offensive wrestling is as good as it is, and then she just sort of can't keep the control, loses those scrambles. That honestly surprises me every time I see that. So she works a little bit fast and loose with the takedowns, and then when she gets on the ground, if she was sort of an elbows in, ground and pound type fighter, she'd be my pick, and I wouldn't think twice about grabbing her at plus almost 300 odds. But unfortunately, she doesn't. She gives up positions against good grapplers, and Erin Blanchfield is a good grappler, and Sarah Alpar is going to end up in trouble. I have Erin Blanchfield winning this fight. Not exactly the pick of the century, because I'm pretty sure everybody sees it that way. If Sarah was a little more controlled, and if in her camp, they're basically saying, get the takedown and just settle in. Hips down, elbows in, settle in, and you'll get this done, then it would be a much different pick, because that is her path to victory. The takedowns are there, but elbows in, settling in, that's how she can get this done. I don't see that happening, though. She's a bit sloppy. After she gets the takedown, she gives up some positions. She gives up some grappling exchanges. And unfortunately for her, Erin Blanchfield's not the person you want to be giving up positions, or at least not maintaining your power position. So Erin Blanchfield's the pick. $9,400. Listen, I'm not going to spend it, I don't think. But, she's probably live for a submission, honestly. So you could get your 100 points out of her. So she may be worth it. Obviously, the risk, just like with any fight, though, the risk here is that she's just sort of stifled, held on her back, not allowed to move. But $9,400, it's a little more. If she was $89,000, $9,000, I would spend that in a second. I wouldn't even think about it. I'm not touching Sarah Alpar, not at $6,800. Maybe she'll get a couple takedowns, but I think she loses pretty handily. She might get a takedown, but she'll give up some scrambles and probably get submitted from there. The line, the monkey knife fight line, 81 strikes from Erin Blanchfield. I don't see it. 100%. I'm less on Erin Blanchfield. Sarah Alpar, that number basically comes down to how long do you think this goes? Do you think Erin Blanchfield submits Sarah Alpar in the first round? Then less. Done. Do you think there's some sloppy striking? Second round, early third, that's when Sarah's going to get caught in something and submitted. Then maybe the more. I think less is probably the safe play here. Less a monkey knife fight. I do think there's a submission at some point. If Sarah is looking for the takedown immediately, she's going to get caught up in some scrambles, get moved around. So yeah, I'm going to hit the less on this. The 81's super high. The 42, if she does do elbows in, hips down, ground and pound, she can get there. But I think less is the play. And Chris Riley, who sets our lines, is in the live chat right now. And if you're watching this on replay, you might be missing this line. And he's saying, hit that line now because he's definitely going to move it. So while you're watching in a separate tab, hit that line. I like less. The first one is definitely less. I like less total. wewantpicks.com/MKF. Grab a promo. They will match your deposit, and you can triple your money with certain wins, 10, 25 times your money with other wins, 2.5 times your money with going less here. If you want a submission prop bet, I think, so Erin Blanchfield minus 310 to win. If you grab a wins by submission, which I think is how she wins, you can go ahead and get Erin Blanchfield at wins by submission at plus money. That's probably a pretty safe bet, and I imagine I'm going to hop on that at some point. We'll take a look. But wewantpicks.com/bets, we have added a new betting partner, BetUS, 125% deposit match. wewantpicks.com/bets. Grab the deposit match and hit up some of these lines.